Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will talk about a case study of fitness tracking app for elderly users. My name is Ali Prasetya Dwi, metric number 281668. So we will discuss about the overview, the accessibility heuristic review, error rate and time on task metric, and moderated usability testing. So first off, the overview. This is the case study that we will explain today. So first off, my chosen techniques for the UX analysis is first in the design step, there is accessibility heuristic review, and then on the testing step, error rate and time on task metrics, and moderated usability testing. The main problem here is that 8 weeks MVP with senior as target user, and minimum available resources for wearable device usage for low-tech or non-optimal senior target user. So first off, the first technique, accessibility heuristic review. This is to evaluate apps wireframes for font size, contrast, clarity using WCAG guidelines. That is very important for senior users that might have physical or mental constraint, and special needs are needed to ensure that they can use the apps effectively. The advantage is that it ensures compliance with WCAG guidelines and senior users' visual and cognitive needs that is addressing font size, contrast, and onboarding challenges. It also ensures focus and task-specific UI UX design that is wearables for senior. The disadvantage is that potential for bias from designer. There is only one UX designer that might be mitigated by proper research. The needs for proper understanding of specific user needs, which we lack the research of with only one part-time gerontology consultant and one UX researcher are available with 8 weeks time constraints. But it is better than low fidelity wireframes due to targeted user special UI UX needs that is constrained due to wearable devices. Next one is about the error rate and time on task metrics. The usage in this case study is to evaluate target users, or in this case seniors, to use flow and time needed per task and address potential usage error due to time design constraint from devices constraint with the wearable devices. The advantage is that it ensures target users, seniors, are able to operate the application or wearables with ease and on a targeted time, thus preventing use frustration. It also allows evaluation of design error rate and potential design problem for such small screen and targeted use case, tracking steps, heart rate, and medication reminders. The disadvantage is that it lacks emotional feedback because the data we get is purely quantitative from the error rate and time. It also may misrepresent design impact due to senior users' physical constraint, slowness, vision impairment, and interface confusion. It also needs to be paired with moderated testing to be viable, and we might lack time to complete the full data analysis with only one UX researcher and only 8 week time. But this method, I think, is better than think aloud protocol due to targeted users, seniors, potential physical and mental problems that may limit user feedbacks for the apps. With think aloud protocol, users are needed to speak their concerns and uh, experience with the apps, but seniors might not be able to do that effectively. Then the last one is moderated usability testing. This is to evaluate target users, seniors, use of application with the apps and device with moderation due to special needs constraint, physical, age, and mental. The advantages is that it's ideal for target users, seniors, to be able to operate the application or wearables with ease and introduce the system to them, thus also preventing the use frustration. It allows evaluation of potential design problem for such small screen and targeted use case, tracking step, heart rate, and medication reminders. It also allows for remote or on-site testing using Maze or on-site in the local senior place that we have access for 5 sessions of testing. The disadvantages is that the data analysis will be complex. It is qualitative rich. Observer effect that user might be able to use now but not later when unsupervised. And also the um, they might feel something when observed. And it's also resource intensive. We only have access to 2 developer and 1 part-time gerontology specialist for a consultation, and with maximum 5 testing session on 8 weeks time frame, which might have a potential data skew or incomplete data. But it is better than unmoderated testing due to targeted users or seniors potential tech literacy problems that may limit user feedback. This technique is very uh, compatible with the previous one, that is the error time task. Due to the data that is taken, that is qualitative rich and quantitative rich for error time, that we as the developer might can improve our apps with those data for the specific senior use, because they are they have usually have a low tech literacy and thus needs special consideration for usage. That is all for today. Thank you very much for your attention.